Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing well here. And today is the second trading day of the market. This comes after the U.S. struck Iran, and U.S. and Israel attacked Iran and led to the killing of the supreme leader of Iran. So that caused volatility in the market and caused the market to sell off. So where are we at now in the market? So if you've been following this channel, I've been saying that the market was due for a sell-off, and it looks like we got that sell-off, but it's not done yet. We shall see if the bears have the strength to get the job done, but it looks like there is a lot of buying pressure coming in. We shall see how things work out from now to the end of the week. But so far, so good. It's been a push and pull effect. The bears take control overnight, then the bulls come back. We saw that on Monday, and we've seen that today as well. So without much ado, I'll just go into the charts. Excellent. So over here we have the SPY. So I'll take off all the lines and show you what happened. So if you've been following this channel, I've been saying that the S&P 500 or the SPY was due for a pullback, right? And it held this white line for the longest time. Let me take this off. It held this white line for the longest time. You see here, it may hold support, support here, support, and then what happened here? Support, and then support. And I even mentioned in last Thursday's video about the magic of the number 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we see? 7, right? So 7 is significant in technical analysis. That's what is called time count. Time count is very important, and number 7 is significant. So we can see here that price came here like on Monday. Overnight trading, the futures was down, SPY was down, at pre-market as well, it was down, but buy stepped in on Monday and bought it up, right? This was Monday. And then we thought that it was going to give us a follow-through. And then today, at pre-market, we saw that market was red again with another gap down, right? Which was, this time around, it was significant because it was trading below the 100 SMA, which has acted as support since May of 2025. So the big question here is that, are the bulls able to break and hold above the 100 SMA tomorrow? So tomorrow is going to be a battle of the 100 SMA, right? So whoever wins that battle is going to determine whether we're going to push higher and make new all-time highs, or we are going to sell off and go to this 200 SMA level. So let me go back to this chart here. So over here, we can see there's this trend line here on my chart. So tomorrow, what I'm going to be watching is I'm going to be watching to see if we're able to break above here and push up. If they're able to do that, then the bulls are going to push this back up to this area where the 50 SMAs, the white line, right? If they are unable to do so, then we'll break down and go down. So now this area here is going to act. Let me take this line off. It's no longer needed right now. Let's put this here. This is going to be a critical level. So 671 is going to be the next battleground, right? So the battlegrounds are going to be 671 and 681, where the 100 SMA is. So these two areas. So for tomorrow, whoever wins this battle of the 100 SMA is going to determine where the market heads next. Okay. Next, so let's look at the VIX. The VIX is a volatility index of the SPY, and as you can see, the VIX failed to break out of 25. If the VIX breaks out of $25 mark tomorrow, like 26 and higher, then we are going to get that selling pressure and the market is going to sell. So we are not out of the woods yet. Right now is a big game of chess. It's a push and pull effect. It can go any team can win. Team Red Bears might win, or team Green Bulls can win. Anybody can win, right? So, but for now, it looks like the Bulls are staging a very strong comeback. We shall see how this ends by the end of this week. Okay. Next one is QQQ. Go through QQQ quickly. So QQQ here, you see QQQ. QQQ has put in this bear flag. I drew this last time, and we got a break here today, but we have remounted it. We are back into the flag, right? So we shall see what happens tomorrow, if buyers are going to step in and push this up or not, right? So it's still so this area here has to hold for the QQQ. This area here has to hold this support, right? Buyers have to hold this area, the bulls have to hold this area to make sure that this can push and push up, right? So again, we can get a move tomorrow like this. If the market is strong, we get a green candle and we'll push up from there. Or if the market becomes weak with overnight risk and news, we can get this to trade below this by tomorrow. So anything is possible, right? But by the end of the week, we'll know which team is winning, or are we still in the stalemate, right? We shall see. And then next one is the almighty DIA. So DIA has been very, very strong, but it looks like it started breaking down today. So if you watch my last video or even my YouTube live stream on Sunday, I talked about this breaking here. So we got a break of this April trend line. So DIA was the only index that hadn't broken the April trend line. But finally, you broke it. And then where did it come to? It came to the 100 SMA. So this is a high probability trade in the sense that, you see here, last time price came here, let me use a different board. Last time price came here, we saw that price held this 100. So 1, 2. So here is obvious, right? It's holding. So tomorrow, if the DIA holds this, what I'm going to do is I can take like a swing trade and run it to the upside if we can clear this moving averages congestion. If it clears that, then we are going to push up to the upside and take off, right? So this is a high probability trade where if the market stays strong, then this has to be your stop loss, right? And allow it to ride up to the upside, okay? So that's what I'm looking for DIA. Let's see if it can hold this 100 SMA level. Then I'm also going to talk about some stocks that I'm watching, some stocks that I have swing trading, some stocks that members of our community and the swing trading service have swing trades in. Is one of them is Microsoft. So one of the reasons why we got a push in the market today is that even though we have all the war news, is that software names show their strength, right? Software names, and software is led by the Microsoft, right, in the IGV ETF. So here, if you look at this, we have been holding this level here. So this is let me go here, let me draw this in a different board. So if you're holding this trend line, so if you look at this trend line here, this trend line is from 2022 bear market lows. It has held so far, and so far Microsoft is trading above this so let me check out here. Microsoft is trading above the 20 SMA, and it put in this invested and shoulders pattern. See, invested and shoulders pattern, right? So tomorrow, what I'm looking for Microsoft to do is that Microsoft needs to break above this area. When it does, it's going to take off and go, right? So I'll not be surprised if the market is strong to see Microsoft trading at 423 tomorrow, okay? So Microsoft is one of my main plays for the month of March. I believe that is oversold and is a high probability trade. And I believe that by maybe by next week sometime, don't be surprised to see Microsoft trading at 441 if the market is strong, or if and only if the market is strong, okay? So I'm targeting the 50 SMA for this. And after that, anywhere is also good. Let me add the 20 SMA here and show you where this is trading at. So moving average, going to add it here. Moving average 20. Add it out of my chart. So let's put it here. So you can see if you add the moving average 20, this is where we are. So this is significant, right? This is significant because here, the last time he came here, you see, he couldn't go and he came back up. So tomorrow, breaking of 408, right? 408 is going to send this ripping, right? So one stock that I'm watching tomorrow and during this week is Microsoft. Next one is Coinbase. So I already have a swing trade in Microsoft expiring in April. We bought the call options, 420 calls expiring in April, and we are going to hold it, targeting these profit targets I've already explained. Next one is Coinbase, right? So Coinbase is, again, you see that crypto is oversold. So even though the Iran war thing came about, the negative news, it could not still break it down further. So Coinbase is due for a breakout. So over here, I see Coinbase. Coinbase has put in what looks like a bull flag. So this is your flagpole. This is your flag. So tomorrow, I'm looking for a candle like this on Coinbase. Coinbase are looking for a candle like this, right? You get a candle like this, as long as the market remains strong, right? As long as we don't get any overnight risk news or any kind of bad news from the war. Otherwise, we are going to get like a breakout candle like this on Coinbase, right? Coming up. So that means that Coinbase needs to break. So you see, Coinbase will be holding this channel here. And now is at this critical point. If it can blast through, it's going to be a big squeeze. Okay. So tomorrow, I'm also going to be watching Coinbase for that big breakout to the upside. Another stock that I'm watching as well is CRCL. CRCL is a crypto name. It's like a stable coin company, and this has been ripping, right? This stock has been ripping. So over here, I see CRCL. CRCL has this trend line here. If it's able to clear this trend line tomorrow, above this trend line, CRCL will be off to the races and is going to push up, and it has, you know, full steam ahead. Nothing but blue skies, right? Next target can be somewhere here, 125, and then it can go higher. So CRCL is something that should be on your radar for watch, and if we can get that break, is going to do wonders. So that's about it for today's video. We look forward to seeing what happens in the market, because right now there's a big battle between the bulls and the bears, and we shall see who wins the battle this week, if and only if the markets, the battle can be resolved this week. We shall see. But just as a summary, just know that anytime there's a war, in times of war, there's always this kind of volatility, right? So at the beginning, it's going to be bearish in the short term, but in the medium to long term is bullish. So war is bullish for the market. So think about that. So always in the market, always think opposites. Opposites apply in the market, right? So those that know, they just relax, because look at Microsoft. So Microsoft and all these stocks that are selling, why are they selling? They are not selling because the business is not good or their fundamentals have changed. They are selling because of a geopolitical risk or war that is happening, right? At the end of the day, that doesn't affect the business, right? So that is why when the market sold off during COVID, Apple shares, for instance, sold off by 50%. COVID had nothing to do with the fundamentals of Apple, right? But it's selling off, it caused panic, people sold off. So if you don't understand, you sell, panic, and then you lose money, right? So this is the time that you just have to relax, check it out, and see, okay, what names are the strong names? Why are they selling? Are they selling because of the war? If they're selling because of the war and the business is still good and intact, you go and invest in it. So I hope this helps. See you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye for now.